So we are 1 week post-op today, and I thought I was feeling better. I'm definitely feeling better. I had some rough days after the hospital. Like, I came home from the hospital on Saturday. Saturday night was kind of okay, but Sunday, Monday, they were rough. So I had a little bit of cabin fever. So when Steve said that he had to do some errands today, I jumped on board to do some of those errands with him. So where'd we go? Target, my favorite store. I can't miss a Target trip. A couple other little odds and ends. And then he had to run into Lowe's, and I've reached my limit. I think we left at 10:30, and it's now 1:26. So what's that? 3 hours? I'm wiped. Like, I'm kind of in pain a little bit. It's just that left side again. But tired. I'm very, very exhausted. So I let him and the older one go into Lowe's, and I have the younger one back here waving. She was supposed to be sleeping. I can't see your face. There she is. And there's the younger one. So we said, we're gonna wait in the car. You go do Lowe's. So again, like I said, 1 week out. I go back to work. I'm supposed to go back to work on Monday. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about that. So we'll see how I do. And then I'm gonna come back on the other part of this video, and I'm gonna let you know my stats and everything for just being 1 week post-op. So stay tuned. Hey guys, Heather here. I am just checking in to give you a little bit of my 1 week post-op thoughts and how it's been going. So yeah, exactly 1 week ago today, I went to the hospital at the University of Pennsylvania, and I had my gastric sleeve done by Dr. Dumon. If you saw my previous video, you saw that my husband went along with me, who had also had the sleeve 2 weeks prior. He had his on May 25th. And surgery went well, recovery went well, and we had a little bit of banter back and forth of, you know, who was going to do best and who was going to be the better patient and all that fun stuff. So while in the hospital, I did amazing. I was in no pain at all. I did tons of laps. In fact, I think I won the lap race that my husband and I had. I also I actually eventually went to the bathroom by myself, which was pretty spectacular. I don't know if you saw the last video, but my biggest fear was I wasn't able to go, and I just didn't want to use a bedpan, and I wanted to be able to go to the bathroom and just, you know. So I was worried about that, but it all came and all was well. So Friday night, Steve stayed for a while. Like I said, did lots of walking. I was managing pain okay, and I was even able to get some sleep. Like, it wasn't that bad at all. I do think before Steve left, I was able to get a little bit of tea down, and I did try a little bit of chicken broth. And again, both of them went down fine. It wasn't a problem. So Saturday morning came around, my surgeon did his rounds. I was looking great. He went ahead and gave me my discharge paperwork, and I was free to go. Saturday, I think we left around 1 o'clock. We got home, and, you know, still was feeling kind of okay, but as the night grew on, pain definitely started to hit me pretty hard. So my whole I'm superwoman mentality went right out the window, and apparently I was just on really, really good IV drugs. So, Saturday night was rough. Sunday and Monday, they were horrible. I was in so much pain, and I know that everyone talks about the typical left side pain, and I just had that pain, and it radiated from the left side, the last suture, all the way over to my belly button, and it's still sore. It's still very sore, actually. But I still have like a lot of numbness around my belly button, so I'm not really sure if that's normal or not, but at this point in time, I'm just taking everything as being normal, and then I'll just speak with Dr. Dumon about that on the 22nd when I have my next follow-up appointment. So yeah, I wasn't able to sleep. I was in tremendous pain. I wasn't even able to do liquids anymore. Like it absolutely hurt to swallow. And I was speaking to a couple of friends who are in the process of trying to get vertical sleeve approved, and I felt really bad because I thought that I was scaring them, and with my honesty, because I like to be honest, but I really did think that I was probably scaring them. But I guess it was right around Wednesday, I woke up almost like a brand new person. So I had less pain. I was able to drink a little bit more. And once I was able to get some protein in me, I did feel better. I had a little bit more energy. I wasn't as sluggish. So that was really good. So some things that helped me. First of all, I know that not all protein shakes are created equal. So my husband does the Myoplex, and he loves that, and that worked well for him. I didn't really like the taste of it. It didn't do anything for me. So I tried the Premier. I have the chocolate, I have the caramel, and I have the strawberry. And while these are doable for me, they just, it's just not me. My body, even before surgery, never really handled protein shakes very well. So I get it. I had to force it down because I didn't want to have to be readmitted to the hospital, but these didn't do it for me. We also tried the Isopure protein drinks. These are definitely better. They're a little bit more on the expensive side, but when you get tired of like the milky protein shakes, this is definitely something that helped. It was a little bit more refreshing, a little bit more crisp. So these definitely went down a little bit easier. But still, the liquids, they hurt me, and I'm odd man, like I'm weirdo. So I accept it. So these kind of hurt. And it wasn't until I was sitting down and I was going through our plan that I had gotten from our nutritionist that I realized that I was allowed to have sugar-free pudding. Well, who doesn't like pudding? I mean, I love pudding. And also too, I don't know if anybody else had this issue, but with all the protein, and for the most part just protein, you get that like protein mouth, and it was so disgusting. And I felt like my breath smelled so bad, and I would brush my teeth and it would still be there, and I just don't like having bad taste in my mouth. So that was kind of funky. So when I remembered that I was allowed to have the sugar-free pudding and Jell-Os, I found that the chocolate vanilla mixed of this Jell-O sugar-free pudding with 1 scoop of the Isopure whey protein isolate. This is not flavored with anything. So I would put one of these in a bowl and then a scoop of this, and I would stir it up, and you guys, I don't know if it's just the inner fat girl in me, but it tastes just like brownie batter. So that was heaven in a bowl. Like that was good. And I'm not really sure why the fluids of like the shakes and the drink, like these liquids hurt, but the Jell-O didn't hurt. So that's where I throw in how I'm odd. So yeah. So I started getting in a lot of my proteins by doing the sugar-free pudding with the Isopure non-flavored isolate. And then I think it was Wednesday night, my mother-in-law made me cream of mushroom soup, and you guys, oh, it was the best. It was great to just have a different flavor, a different taste. Like I wasn't having all that protein mouth, and ever since then, life has definitely been good. So I made sure that all those people that I had talked to, and by all those people I mean like 3, and I was like, I have buyer's remorse. It hurts so bad. It hurts. And, I definitely regretted this. I had to write them back to let them know, like, you guys, I'm over the hump. I'm now getting foods in. I'm getting my... Well, as luck would have it, the GoPro gave out literally mid-sentence. I believe I was talking about writing some friends back and just letting them know that, sorry if I scared you the other day, but now that it's been another day or two, I'm able to get some proteins in, I'm able to get my liquids in, and everything is so much better. So definitely give yourself a couple days and things will start looking a whole lot better. It was a little bleak there for a minute, but it did get a lot better. As far as my stats, so 1 week post-op, I am down 17.2 pounds and 4 inches overall. So that's pretty awesome. I'm not sure if you guys are using any apps right now, but the Berrytastic app has been pretty cool. I've been using that just to kind of keep track of my weight, as well as my measurements and my protein intake. There's also some recipes on there which are really cool, and it just has a bunch of different really neat things that you can keep track of, as well as like timers, so that I know, when I'm able to drink again after eating, what supplements I've taken already, which ones I still need to take. So that's a pretty cool app to check into if you are looking for something to help you keep track of your progress and your journey with the VSG. So that one was pretty cool. I can't really think of anything else other than just to remain positive, and I'm very excited to see, how the next couple weeks go and how many more lbs drop and inches, and just overall gaining health and energy and just like this, that kind of stuff. I'm excited. So if you have any questions, any suggestions, if there's anything that you're wondering about, you need to know, feel free to just drop it in the comments, and we'll be sure to get back to you on next week's 2-week post-op video. All right, guys. Thanks. Have a great work week.
Woo!